Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Duh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
I can yeet them off the edge. How was that able to freaking... Bro. Jesus. Can't. How am I supposed to get up there? Are you telling me I should use Zhongli for this? Was he supposed to be given to you? No, if he was, I was supposed to have him on my team. As like a secondary person. Huh. Finally got the thing. Salt.
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this as mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Hey, how can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
Hey, making more
Mr.
money
Clement wants
means
this salt
making
chalice.
more
Then the next
items,
object we
and
find will
those
belong
items
to
can be
Miss
very
Wanyan,
useful
according
in
to the
archaeology.
contract agreed upon.
So yes,
Of course, as we agreed.
come on.
But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Ooh, it's open. I'm gonna just go around and explore this area by myself, but we gotta follow what's. Yeah, this is it. Not again. Oh, no way. I can freaking push him off. Nice. The god of salt do be pretty salty if I do say so myself. Level 80 Zhongli. These people are weak.
Just a simple ruler. Doesn't look to be worth anything.
Play.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice.
Well then,
Consume
according
the
to our
cum
contract,
chalice.
the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No,
Welcome
unacceptable.
to the cum
I paid for
zone.
and organized this entire expedition.
Inside
Why should
enemy
I get the short
girl.
end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock.
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I...
Will suffer the wrath of the rock. You
He's gonna
will find
die.
rather unpleasant.
Jung is gonna kill him. Holy! Oh, he's gonna die! Rise! Nope! Get over here! Suffer the wrath of the rock! Will suffer the wrath of the rock!
will have order.
I knew it. He freaking dies.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long.
Aww. I hope you never become as greedy as Paimon.
I will have order.
Paimon, we literally
Clement's
stole from
wrongdoing
child. I
stemmed
don't know
from
what you're
greed,
talking
yes.
about.
But besides greed, there are many other things that
Cue
may tempt us to
flashback
break
to what we
contracts.
stole from child. Go.
When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Yeah, honestly, if I saw like an
Honest
anime
about what?
figure that like is
That
a
in
pretty
truth,
good deal,
Not a
and like
single
if I were to
member
like,
of this
oh, you need money to pay
archaeological
your bills,
expedition
I
came
would
here
break
for
the
archaeology.
contract and I would buy a.
Why do
I'll
you say
spend
that?
all my money on it.
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents.
Because you
seem
freaking
to have
dissed
been
him, that's
waiting
what
to
you
seek you
get.
out
That's
once I
what you
plucked up my
get.
courage.
Alright, you
right.
dissed my boy
I'm
Zhongli,
not a
you
scholar
dissed
of
him.
archaeology.
And now look what happened.
I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right. Now that you mention it, the people of Leah very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him. But this is Morax's Leela after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart.
Even he's
We
like,
agreed to a
bruh, let me
contract that
just
we will face the
freaking.
truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liu is no longer Morax's Liu. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
That's right. Get over here. It's over there. We have to go. I know what we're thinking. We're thinking about doing this and then just doing that. Alright, I get it. I get it. Alright. Don't fall. Alright, time to activate. Alright.
Wings of Darkness.
Ooh!
Come, sever
I'm
night
kidding.
from
I don't
day.
even know what the difference was. Why am I using the freaking FC?
Solidified. I will have order.
Chibaku Tensei. Shine. Shine. Oh my god, there's more.
Oz revealed. Ha!
Chibaku Tensei.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Chibaku Tensei. Get in the middle. Get in the middle. Yeah. Freaking dead. No mercy. No mercy. Anyway, carrot. Nice. I got a carrot. But behold, the cum chalice.
This is a sword?
Please put on
It's
auto.
a broken sword. This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something.
There's going to be a
left behind
secondary
after
boss.
being
I swear
defeated
to
in
God.
battle.
Oh.
Two pieces of a
my
broken
God.
sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are two separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take two relics at the same time.
This logic!
Obey the contract,
Zhongli.
or else Zhongli will
Seems like a
smite
good
you with the
person.
with the
And
freaking
no one is fighting
Chibaku
over the treasure.
Tensei, bro.
How about you let this one slide,
Or
huh?
feel the wrath of
When
the
there's
rock.
a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the
Oh, I get it,
contract is not
landslide.
followed,
No, I'm kidding. That's
then
a
it
really
is broken.
terrible joke. Alright, I'm stopping
No!
now.
If I only take one half, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her.
You're going to restore
Even if
the
it breaks
god?
the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for
Oh,
breaking
I
the
get to
contract.
fight you now. Let's go.
That is to
Shut
say,
it, Paimon. I want
you
to beat up.
consign
I
yourself
want
to
to beat
suffer
them up.
the wrath
I
of
want to
the
beat
rock.
them up. I hate both of them.
That's okay.
Clement was
god
even
of
better
salt
than
gave
her.
up her life
You know
to
why?
protect her people.
Because even though, like
My
I swear to God,
sacrifice is nothing
at least
compared to
Clement
that.
didn't diss the god.
Punish me
It
however
didn't
you
diss
want.
Zhongli. You know what I mean?
Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her.
Perhaps
Screw it.
that punishment would be easier for her. But as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors.
I'm just so
After making
encapsulated by
countless
all the-
concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No. It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade. Then, this sword.
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax. Don't try to trick me!
Actually, he is.
Hey,
Actually, he is.
back.
That really
Indeed.
is true.
Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Okay, we go. We move. Jinzo Sasagyu.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
Okay. I think that's all of them. Well, smooth. Smooth.
What are all these? they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Behold, more statues. Korega, the truth.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear.
What?
Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. No, indeed. How sharp of you. Yet this is not a matter of wisdom, only age. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyanstone Forest?
Oh, heck yeah.
What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Ooh, wait! Completed the entire thing. He once held something in his hands, upraised and opposed a supreme effort. This must be the one who killed her. Jesus! It's quite brutal, ain't it? Oh, bruh. What about these books? Can I take the books? Consume the conscience. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, whatever. We leave. And that concludes it.